I sang it. First, why did I not remember that?
They should have more musical numbers than Shakespeare.
I agreed. Yeah. 9 so far.
Well, video's coming through fine. I can at least check that.
I've got
Yeah,
no
anyone in
audio,
chat can just
Sarah.
go in to see if the audio is clear.
I've got no audio, Sarah.
Oh, I think it might be delayed. I've just started hearing it.
How about now? I'm making noise just to see if...
Yes, we
I
finally
can
got you,
hear
Sarah.
it. It's just a bit
Okay.
low. I don't know if
Yes.
that's my laptop
Can you
or...
hear people other than Sarah? Because that's been a problem before.
Oh.
I heard my voice in it, unfortunately, so...
You have a lovely
I'll
voice.
talk to.
Thank you, but I don't need to hear it myself.
Most
I have to
people
live in
think
this head. I
that.
don't need to hear it in my headphones as well.
All right, good. God, I love Zoom theater. All right, yeah, I thought that might be an issue. Okay, we have successfully navigated the thingy. I am going to be playing 2 Shakespeare characters, and I can totally speak English. Hello, friends! Hello, all, and welcome to our live stream of Midsummer Night's Dream. We have successfully achieved cast. Though there have been some changes, we have enough people to we have a quorum. We are raising money today for TransLifeLine. There should be a widget doohickey something for you to donate to. Can someone confirm that we in fact do have some version of a doohickey or a thingy?
Yep, it's under the page, and yeah, we can donate.
Perfect, wonderful. They do excellent work, and they are deeply, sorely needed in these times. I normally have relied on Aeronach in the past to do the spiel for TransLifeLine. Would anybody care to say a few words about how important their work is?
It's important.
I agree.
Look, our
very
trans friends
valuable
are
to
under
you.
attack in most of the Anglosphere, and it's really important that we work with professionals who are building safety nets for the people that we love and care about, and for their allies. So if any of your trans siblings, trans friends are out there, this is for them.
Yes. They do excellent work that is sorely needed, and we are very proud to try and raise some funds, and hopefully also raise some spirits, because we also need to have fun. And so I would like my cast to introduce themselves. I'll start. I'm Sarah, the Fact Culture Critic. This is my channel. I do stuff.
You sure do.
I do conversations about joy, and I do occasionally make videos about fat representation. Tonight I shall be playing Theseus and Titania. And I'm going to throw to Jesse, who is not going to be around for very long, so we'll get you to say hi off the bat.
Well, I'm sorry I can't stick around. As per usual, I am doing too many things, so I apologize that I'm running. But I am Jesse, Jesse Gender on here on YouTube. Do video essay stuff on nerddom, geekdom, Star Trek, all of that fun jazz. And I am playing Hypollita for the first act today.
Yay!
Yay! Huzzah!
And who is next? Vera.
Hi, my name is Vera Wild. I do way too much stuff. If you look for Council of Geeks, you'll find all the geeky stuff. You can look for Vera Wild if you want the spicier stuff. Season to taste and go with what your heart tells you. But today I will be playing Bottom.
No. What are you playing? What are you playing today in the play?
You are so late to this joke. This was had ages.
We've already made
on the
jokes
call,
about Vera's
yet
Bottom.
You still had to come in here and be the hack.
Yeah.
We all know you are.
I will.
Just for reference,
I will
folks, I'm
easily
very
be
good
a
friends
hack.
with Jesse.
I'm
Very
just glad
good.
I wasn't the
I
last
don't
one to
know
make that
what I
joke.
would say.
That'll be the last joke. That'll be the last time that joke's going to come up this night, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. It's
surely.
not like Shakespeare wrote any
Absolutely.
jokes about it.
Nope, not at all.
Danny.
Yeah, cool. Hi, I'm Danny. You call yourself a film critic. I do movie and television analysis on my channel. Also, if I either grouch miserly on Blue Sky or talk about films and stuff I like. I will be playing Snug, Peaseblossom, and Philistration.
And we'll go to our new person, Emily. Introduce yourself, please.
Oh, crap. Hi, I'm Adequate Emily. I make YouTube videos and films and stuff, and I'm mostly make YouTube videos about films. Just put one out a few months ago on one of my favorite movies, Stalker. And yeah, I hope to not be... I'm usually used to being behind the camera in terms of performances, so I hope I'll do a good enough job for the audience.
You'll do great.
Oh, and I'm playing Francis Flute. I forgot to say the character's name. God damn it.
Z, do you want to...
Hi, I'm Zilla. I run a YouTube channel called Zilla's S&AM, and you can find me on Twitch, Blue Sky, and Mastodon at @Zillable. That's syllable, but with a Z. I talk a lot about ancient history, linguistics, lefty politics, activism, sci-fi stuff, whatever. It's good. Today I will be mainly playing Helena, but also Cobweb, and I'll be picking up where Jesse leaves off.
And Zilla and I, along with Ren, who couldn't make it today, also have 9 to 5 sci-fi podcast where we do Babylon 5 and DS9. Puck. Bridget.
Oh, that's me. Hi. I'm Bridget. I'm Bridget Empire. It's not my real name. It's the name of my channel. And if you go to that channel, you will find videos about left-wing politics, trans stuff. Oh no, Britain's terrible, and stuff like that. And occasional other things like, have you heard about maybe One Piece is gay? And I made 3 of those because that's the kind of person I am. And I am playing Robin Goodfellow, or a Puck, or a Hobgoblin in Oberon service, as it says on the script. I also recently started a podcast with Swolsome, who's going to be in here later on, and Soul Bunny, and Turb, and Matriarch Type. And you can go listen to that if you want, but you don't have to. You can do whatever you like. Someone else please talk.
Samantha?
Hi, I'm Samantha. I go through phases of doing stuff, and right now, well, it always seems to have something to do with music. In fact, the aforementioned 9 to 5 podcast I did the theme music for, I'm disproportionately proud of it. I also am at Bandcamp under the, okay, this is going to need some spelling, SKALFXK. It's pronounced Skullfuck. And yeah, I make electronic music there, and my commission rates are extremely reasonable. Too reasonable, in fact. And I am playing Hermia and Mustardseed tonight.
And you are proportionately proud because it's an awesome theme song.
Well, thank you.
Abby.
Hello, I'm Abby. I'm playing Egeus and Snout, and I am More Than Tracy T on TikTok. And I also am a voice actor. And I have the More Than Tracy Turnblad podcast somewhere in the ether of podcast apps. Stay tuned, because it's coming back soon.
And Bellamy?
Hi, I'm Bellamy. I do not make public content and things that I am involved in. You will never know that I'm involved in. I will be playing Robin Starvling and Mote.
And Kyle?
Hi, I'm Kyle. I used to make content for the internet. This is the 4th time that I have done a Midsummer Night stream over Zoom. I've been Theseus, I've been Bottom, I've been Oberon, and this time I'm playing Lysander. So
You did give us an excellent Bottom.
I showed my whole bottom.
Which is not going to miss an opportunity. And Josh, dear.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Josh, at Josh Gosden, if you want to find me on the very few platforms that I'm on. I don't do nearly as much as many of the talented people surrounding me here. I used to co-host a podcast with Sarah. What I have done is graduated with an English degree, which I'm legally required to mention at least annually. And Shakespeare was my favorite in class, so like I am beside myself to be doing this with everybody. I'll be playing Demetrius and Quince, which means that in the final scene I'll be heckling myself.
And our final member is Finn, who runs the channel Swolesome, who will be playing Oberon and will be joining us in time for their an ill meeting by moonlight. So, with that, we will get ready now for curtain call. So everybody who is not in the scene, we actually we'll just switch to the. Okay. Now, Hypollita, our natural hour draws on apace. 4 days bring in another moon. But oh, methinks how slow this moon wanes. She lingers my desires like a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out our young man's revenue. I cannot hear you, dear.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrate, stir up the Athenian youth to merriment, awake the pert and nimble spirits of mirth. Turn melancholy forth to funerals, the pale companion is not for pomp. Hypollita, I wooed thee with my sword, I won thee doing thee injuries, and I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned duke.
Thanks, good Egeus. What is news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius, my noble lord. This man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander, and my gracious duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes, and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung, with feigning voice verses of feigning love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy, with bracelets of thy hair, rings, gauds, conceits, knacks, trifles, nosegays, sweetmeats, messengers of strong prevailment in unhardened youth. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, be it to stubborn harshness, and my gracious duke. Be it so, she will not hear before your grace, consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman, or to her death, according to our law, immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, to you your father should be as a god, one that composed your beauties, yea, and one to whom you are but a form in a wax, by him imprinted and within his power to leave the figure or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice. The other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked but with my eyes.
Rather your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here to plead my thoughts, but I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die to the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know of your youth, examine well your blood, whether if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. For I, to be in shady cloisters mewed, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold, fruitless moon, thrice blessed they that masters sow their blood to undergo such maiden privilege. But earthlier happy is the rose distilled than that which withers on the virgin throne. Thorn grows, lives, and dies in single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will yield my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me, for everlasting bond of friendship, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius, as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true, he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his, my fortunes every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage, as Demetrius, and, which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should I not, then, prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Neater's daughter Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoken thereof. But being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and come, Egeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, Fair Helena, look to arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means may we extenuate, to death or to a vow of single life. Come, my Hypollita, what cheer, my love? Demetrius and Egeus, go along. I may employ you in some business against my nuptial, and confer with you of something nearly that concerns yourself.
With duty and desire, we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
I may. For aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. But either it was different in blood,
Oh, cross, too high to be enthralled to low,
or else misgaffed in respective years,
oh, spite, too old to be engaged to young,
or else it stood upon the choice of friends,
oh, hell, to lose love by another's eyes.
or if there were sympathy in a choice, war, death, or sickness lay siege to it, making it a momentaneous sound, swift as shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lightning in the coiled night, in the collied night, that in a spleen unfolds both heaven and earth, and ere a man hath power to say, behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up. So quick, bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers have been ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny, then let us teach our trial patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow, aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, I may marry thee. And to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood a league without the town where I did meet thee once with Helena to do observance to a morn of May, there I will stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus' doves, by that which knitteth souls and prospers loves, and by that fire which burned the Carthage queen when the false Trojan under sail was seen, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke, in that same place thou hast appointed me truly. Tomorrow I will wait for thee.
Keep promise, love. Oh, look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, Helena, whither away?
You call me fair? That fair, again unsay Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair! Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue's sweet air more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear. When wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear, sickness is catching, or favor so. Yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye. My tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's hearts.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns would teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Well, then what graces in my love do dwell, that he hath turned a heaven into hell.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage in the watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, a time that lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and I shall, there my Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight from lovers' food till morrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius, dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know all but he do know, and as he errs doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, things base and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind, nor hath love's mind any judgment of taste. Wings and no eyes, figure unheedy haste, and therefore love is said to be a child. Because in choice he is so oft beguiled, as waggish boys in games themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hail from some heat from Hermia felt, he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of Hermia's flight, and then to the wood tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense, but herein I mean to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Is all our company here?
You were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name, which is thought fit through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on. Then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and Mary. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ready. Name what part I am for, and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself, most gallant, for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure to the rest. Yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play Ercles rarely, or a part to tear a cat in, to make all split. The raging rocks, the shivering shocks, shall break the locks of prison gates. The Phoebus car shall shine from afar, and make and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now, name the rest of the players. This is Ercles' vein, the tyrant's vein. The lover is more condoling.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, Faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming in.
That's all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
And I may have my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisne, Thisne, Pyramus, my love, thy Thisne, dear and lady.
No, no. You must play Pyramus, and Flute, you, Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starvling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother, Tom Snout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug, the joiner. You, the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion part written? Pray you, if it be, give it to me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar, and I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, "Let him roar again! Let him roar again!"
And you should do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all. That would hang us every
That would hang
mother's
us
son.
all.
That would hang us every mother's son.
I grant you, friends, if you should fright the ladies out their wits, they would have no more direction but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice, so I will roar you as gently as any suckling dove. I will roar you as 'twere any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely, gentlemanlike man. Therefore you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard were I best to play it in?
Why, what you will.
I will discharge it in either your straw-colored beard, your orange tawny beard, your purpling grain beard, or your French crown-colored beard, your perfect yellow.
Some of your French crowns have no hair at all, and then you will play barefaced. But masters, here are your parts. And I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood a mile without the town, by moonlight. There we will rehearse, for if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of properties, such as our play wants. I pray you fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse, most obscenely and courageously take pains, be forbid. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Enough. Hold or cut the bowstrings.
and I don't think it's visible at all.
When you're ready. When you're ready.
Oh, I was looking at the screen. I want to delay. Okay. How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over pale, through flood, through far. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's seer, and I serve the fairy queen to do her herbs upon the green. The cowswift's tall, her pensioners be, in their gold coats, spots you see. These be rubies, fairy flavors. In those freckles live their savors. I must go seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou lob of spirits, I'll be gone, our queen, and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing in fell and wrath, because that she, as her attendant, hath a lovely boy, stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to chase the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never met in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen. But they do swear that all the elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape and make inquiet, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are not you he that frights the maidens of the villagery, skim milk, and sometimes labor in the quern, and bootless makes the breathless housewife churn, and sometimes make the drink to bear no barm, mislead night wanderers, laughing at their harm? Those that hobgoblin call you and sweet puck, you do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speakest right. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and we can swallow, when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in likeness of a filly fowl, and sometimes lurk I in a gossip's barrel, in very likeness of roasted crab, and when she drinks, against her lips I rub, and on her withered dewlap purr the air, the wisest aunt telling the saddest tale. Sometime for 3-foot stool, certainly. Then I'd slip from her bum, down topples she, and Taylor cries and falls into a cough, and then the whole choir hold their hips and laugh and waxing in their mirth and knees and swear. A merrier hour was never wasted there. But room fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here, my mistress, would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What, jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am I not thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Corin sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here, come from the farthest steppes of India, but that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buckskin mistress and your warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hypollita, knowing I know thy love to Theseus? Didst not thou lead him through the glimmering night, from Pagunia, whom he ravished, and make him with fair Egeus break his faith, with Ariadne and Antiope?
These are forgeries of jealousy, and never since the middle summer spring met we on hill, in dale, forest, or mead, but paved fountain, or by rushy brook, or in the beached margin of the sea, to dance our ringlets to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the wings, piping us in vain, and as in revenge have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which falling in the land hath every pelting river made so proud, that they have overborne their continents. The ox hath therefore stretched his yoke in vain, the ploughman lost his sweat, and the green corn hath rotted ere his youth attained a beard. The fold stands empty in the drowned field, and crows are fatted with the Myrrhian flock. The 9 men's morris is filled up with mud, and the quaint maize in the wanton green, for lack of tread, are indistinguishable. The human mortals want their winter here, no night now with the hymn or carol blessed. Therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air, that rheumatic disease do abound. And though this distemper we see, the seasons alter, the hoary-headed frosts, and fall in the fresh lap of the crimson rose. And on old Hymen's thin and icy crown, an odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds, is, as in mockery set, the spring, the summer, the chiding autumn, angry winter, change their wanton liveries, and the mazed world, by their increase now, knows not which is which. And this same progeny of evil comes from our debate, from our dissension, and we are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your head at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was votress of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night full often hath she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embodied traders on the flood, when we have laughed to see the sails conceive, and grow big-bellied with the wanton wind, which she was pretty with a swimming gait, following her womb then rich with my young squire, would intimate and sail upon the land to fetch me trifles and return again. And as for the voyage, rich with merchandise, but she, being mortal, of the boy did die, and for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you to stay?
Perchance till after Theseus's wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our round and see how our moonlight revels go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away, we shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove, till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest since once I sat upon a promontory, and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I'll remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial waters passed on in maiden meditation fancy-free. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make a man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again, ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a god around the earth and hurt some of us.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she, waking, looks upon, be it on lion, bear, or wolf, or bull, or meddling monkey, or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love, and ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll stay, the other stayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen unto this wood, and here am I, and wood within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant. Yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not, in plainest truth, tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you?
Even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, Demetrius. The more you beat me, the more I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you. What worser place can I beg your love, and yet place a high respect with me than to be used as your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not, to trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not in the night. Nor doth this wood lack worlds of company, for you in my respect are all the world. Then how can it be said I am alone when the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee, and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies, and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin, the mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger. Bootless speed when cowardice pursues and valor flies.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go. Or, if thou follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye, in the temple, in the town, in the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, your wrongs can do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph, ere he do leave his grove. Thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Earl, there it is.
I pray thee, give it to me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where ox lips and the nodding violet grows, quite over-canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses, and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enameled skin, weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with the juice of this I'll streak her eyes, and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Effect it with some care, that he may prove more fond of her than she upon her love. And look thou, meet me ere the first cock crow.
Be not, my lord. Your servant shall do so.
Come now, roundels, and a fairy song. Then for the third part from Minute. Hence, some to kill cankers in the muskrose buds. Some war with remnants for their leather wings, to make my small elves' coats come, and some keep back the clamorous owls that nightly hoots and wanders at our quaint spirits. Sing me now asleep, then to your offices and let me rest.
You spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs, be not seen. Newts and blindworms do no wrong, come not near our fairy queen. Philomel with lullabies,
Melody.
Singing our sweet lullaby.
Sweet lullaby. La 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 lullaby.
Lullaby. Never harm,
Never
nor spell
harm,
nor
nor
charm.
spell nor charm.
Come, our lovely
Come,
lady
our lovely
nigh,
lady
so good
nigh.
night
So
with
good night
lullaby.
with a lullaby.
weaving spiders, come not here. Hence, you long-legged spinners, hence. Black beetles black, approach not near. Worm nor snail do no offense.
Philomel with melody,
Singing our
sing
sweet
our
lullaby.
sweet lullaby.
La
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 lullaby.
lullaby.
La 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 la
La la
lullaby.
la la lullaby.
Never harm,
Never
nor spell
harm,
nor
nor spell,
charm.
nor charm.
Come, our
Come, our
lovely
lovely
lady
lady
nigh.
nigh.
So
So
good
good
night
night
with lullaby.
with lullaby. Hence away, now all is well. One aloof stands sentinel.
would be a shame if someone was to put stuff on my eyes while I'm asleep.
It would. What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake, be it ounce or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair, in thy eye that shall appear. When thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love? Fair love? You faint with wandering in the wood, and to speak troth, I forgot our way. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you a bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's conference. I mean that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms, interchained with a single oath. So then two bosoms and a single troth. Then by your side no bed room me deny. For lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Now much beshrew my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied, but gentle friend for love and courtesy lie further off in human modesty. Such separation as may well be said becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love ne'er alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen. Amen to that fair prayer, say I, and then end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep, give thee all his rest.
With half that wish the wisher's eyes be pressed.
What is the forest? Hooray, gone. But Athenian found I none. On whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Night and silence, who is here? Weeds of Athens does he wear? This is he, my master said, despised, the Athenian maid, and he the maiden, sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty so, she does not lie, near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Chill upon thy eyes I throw, o'er the power this charm doth owe. That'll do. When thou wakest, let's, love forbid, sleep his seat on thy eyelid, so awake when I am gone, for now I must to Oberon.
Stay though thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee hence, do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou, darkling, leave me? Do not so.
Stay on thy peril, I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia wheresoe'er she lies, for she has blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not salt with tears, if so, mine are oftener washed than hers. No, I am ugly as a bear. For beasts that meet me run away for fear. Therefore no marvel, though Demetrius do as a monster fly my presence thus. What wicked and dissembling glass mine made me compare with Hermia's fiery eyne. But who's here? Lysander? On the ground? Dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake!
And run through fire. I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? How fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander, say not so. What though he love your Hermia? Lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content? With Hermia? No, I do repent. The tedious minutes I have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. Who will not change a raven for a dove? The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid. Things growing are not ripe until their season. So I, being young till now, ripe not to reason, and touching now the point of human skill, reason becomes the marshal to my will, and leads me to your eyes, where I o'erlook love's stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Is not enough, young man, that I did never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye, but you must flout my insufficiency? Good truth, you do me wrong, good sooth you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo. Fare you well, perforce I must confess, I thought you, lord, of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayst thou come Lysander near, for as serpent of the sweetest things the deepest loathing to the stomach brings, or as the heresies that men do leave are hated by most of those they did deceive, so thou, my surfeit, and my heresy, of all be hated but the most of me, and all my powers address your love and might, to honor Helen, and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. Ay, me, for pity, what a dream was here! Lysander, look! How I do quake with fear! Methought a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander, what? Removed. Lysander, lord, what? Out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word? Alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak. Of all loves, I swoon almost with fear. No? Well, then I perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you, I'll find immediately.
seems like a good time to do it. Hey, folks. Just before we get on with Act 3, I want to make a plea for money for TransLifeLine. We are at 100, which is a good start. Excellent start. And if you want to keep going, whatever you can give, it all adds up. We all, every little helps. And we know they do extremely good work supporting trans people who are struggling in these bloody awful times. And I know there are so many people doing good work, so many places to give your money, but TransLifeLine, they've been doing it for a while. They have the infrastructure. They are a good choice. Although we are also going to make another shout out to another group of people who could use your help. Could I get Finn in the... You want to pop in for a minute and you want to tell us about your friends in Gaza?
Yes, thank you. So we are still raising money for the Al-Ashal family in Gaza, my friend Maysara. His parents, his grandfather, his wife, 2 siblings, and his 2 children, Faraj and Mira. So, I'm sure I don't need to explain to people what's going on in Gaza, but right now they are trying to get money together for medical expenses, for food, which continues to be incredibly difficult for Palestinian people to access, and to get school supplies for the little ones, so that they can sort of create some semblance of normalcy for their kids. So if there's anything that people are able to give, it would mean the world. And if it's okay with you, Sarah, I'll post the fundraiser in the chat.
Yep, I've just given you permission to do that. And folks,
Awesome.
if you, again, if you don't have money to give, when it comes to helping with Gaza, we recommend you also look into boycott, divestment, and sanctions, which is a very good way to help. It's really the only long-term solution to the problem is making it economically infeasible. So yeah, look into that, and of course, write and contact your people, all that stuff. Everything that you can do, any little action, it all adds up. I know there are lots of other. Sadly there are several genocides going on right now, but you have to pick and pick something you can act on. So I have chosen to pick to support TransLifeLine and to support folks in Gaza. Anything you can do, anything you can give, it's all good. Anything is better than nothing. And with that, we will return you to the Athenian woods and our nonsense.
Are we all met?
Pat. And here's a marvel's convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, this hawthorn brake our tiring house, and we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince.
What sayest thou, Bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you to that?
Fire Lake in a perilous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say, we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
No, make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourself to bring in, God shield us, a lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing, for there is not a more fearful wild fowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
Nay, you must name his name, and half his face must be seen through the lion's neck, and he himself must speak through, saying thus, or to the same defect, ladies, or fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would request you, or I would entreat you to fear, not to tremble my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, it were pity of my life. No, I am no such thing. I am a man as other men are. And there indeed let him name his name and tell them plainly he is Snug the Joiner.
Well, it shall be so. But there is two hard things. That is to bring the moonlight into a chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine the night we play our play?
A calendar. Look in the almanac. Find out moonshine.
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Why then, may you leave a casement of the great window open where we play, open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Or else one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lantern and say he comes to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine. Then there is another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber. For Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall, and let him have some plaster or some loam or some rough cast about him to signify wall, or let him hold his fingers thus, and through the cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter into that break.
Which version of OBS are you using? Are you using Streamlabs or OBS? Which version of OBS are you using? Are you using Streamlabs or OBS Studio?
No, donation.
Wait, we're back.
Okay.
All right.
Where do you want to pick up?
Crap. Let's pick up from Puck's entrance.
Okay.
I think. Oh no, is the donation page not working? Crap.
Yeah, I just saw in the chat.
Listen, you get a little fairy magic in, there's going to be technical difficulties.
Yeah.
I'll find a link.
It works when I
Yeah, we'll
click
just
on it.
it seems to be working for me too.
Worked when I hit it. It might be back up now.
Yeah, probably now the stream is restreaming.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Okay.
And there was someone want to check it?
Yeah, it looks like it's working now.
Yeah, it's trash.
Theater. Yeah. the life of live. Yes. Anyway.
Sorry, your sound is off.
Okay, believe it is working now.
Okay.
This is the breaks of theater. Anyway.
So, Puck's entrance, you said?
Yes, let's go from Puck's entrance.
Okay.
Listen.
What sudden homespun have we threatening here? So near the cradle of the fairy queen. What? A place what? I'll be an auditor. An actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savours sweet.
Odors.
Odors, savours sweet. So hath thy breath, thy breath. My dear Thisbe, dear. But hark, a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by I will appear to thee.
A stranger Pyramus than I played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, Mary, must you, for you must understand, he goes but to see a noise that he heard and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of color like the red rose on triumphant briar, most frisky juvenile, and eke most lovely Jew, as true's horse, that yet would never tire, I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninus's tomb, man. Why, you must not speak that yet. That you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter. Your cue is past. It is never tire.
Okay. As true's horse, that yet would never tire.
If I were fair, fair Thisbe, I were only thine.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange! We are haunted! Pray, masters, fly, masters, help!
I'll follow you. I'll lead you about around through bog, through bush, through brake, through briar. Sometime a horse will be, sometime a hound, a hog, a headless bear. Sometime a fire and neigh and bark and grunt and roar and burn like horse, hound, hog, bear, fire at every turn.
Why do they run away? This is a knavery of them to make me afeard.
Oh, Bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do you?
Bless thee, Bottom, bless thee, thou art translated.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me. To fright me if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing, and I shall and they shall hear. I am not afraid. The owl's cock so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, the throstle with his notes so true, the wren with a little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the place on cuckoo grey, whose notes so full a man doth mark, and dares not answer nay. For indeed, who will set his wit to so foolish a bird? Who would give a bird the lie, though he cry cuckoo never so?
I pray thee, gentle mortals, sing again. Mine ear hath much enamoured of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtues force doth move me on the first view to say, I swear I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that, and yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. More the pity that some honest neighbors will not make them friends. Nay, I can gleek upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither. But if I would enough to get out of this wood, I would have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood desire not to go. Thou shalt remain here, whither thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing whilst thou on pressed flower dost sleep. And I will purge thy mortal grossness, so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peasebossom, Cobweb, Mote, Mustardseed.
Ready. And I.
And I.
And
Where
I.
shall we go?
Shall we go?
Where shall we
Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes, feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, figs, and mulberries, and honey bags steal from the humble bees. And 4 night tapers crop their waxen thighs, and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes, to have my love to bed, and to arise, and pluck the wings from painted butterflies, to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes, nod to him elves and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal!
Hail.
Hail.
Hail! I cry your worship's mercy. Heartily, I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman.
Peaseblossom.
I pray you commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and to Master Peascod, your father, good Master Peaseblossom. I shall desire you of more acquaintance too. Your name, I beseech you, sir.
Mustardseed.
Good Master Mustardseed, I know your patience well. That same cowardly giant like ox beef hath devoured many a gentleman of your house. I promise you, your kindred hath made my eyes water ere now. I desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Mustardseed.
Come and wait upon him, lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting such enforced chastity. Tie up my love's tongue, bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awaked, then what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What knight rule now about this haunted grove?
Sorry, my liege. My mistress with a monster is in love. Near to her close and concentrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals, that worked for bread upon Athenian stores were met together to rehearse a play, intended for great Theseus's nuptial day. The shallowest thick skin of that barren sort who whom is presented in this sport forsook his scene, and entered in a break, when I did him at this advantage take. an ass is now fixed on his head. An ass is now. Anon his Thisbe must be answered, and forth my minute comes, when they him spy as wild geese, that the creeping fowler eye, or russet packed troughs many in sort, rising and cawing at the guns report, suffer themselves and madly sweep the sky, and so at his sight away his fellows fly, and at our stump, here and there run furs, he murder cries, and hope from Athens calls, that since this week, lost with the fears the strong, made senseless things begin to do them wrong. For braves and thorns, at their apparel such, some sleeves, some hats, from you does all things catch. I led them on in this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus, translated there, when in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania walked in, and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenians' eyes with the love juice, as I bid thee do?
I took him sleeping. That is finished too. And the Athenian woman is by his side that, when he wakes, Perforce she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but this is not the man.
Oh, Hermia, why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe. Oh, Hermia, rebuking me. I'm so rebuked right now, Hermia.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being o'er shoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he was to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? I'll believe as soon this whole earth may be bored, and that the moon may through the center creep, and so displease her brother's noontide with the antipodes. It cannot be, but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I had rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog. Out, cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of Maidens' patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men. Oh, once tell true, even for my sake. Durst thou have looked upon him being awake, and hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch! Could not a worm, an adder, do so much? An adder did it, for with doubler tongue than mine, thou serpent, never adder stung.
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege, never to see me more. And from thy hated presence I part, so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while I will remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow, for debt that bankroot sleep doth sorrow owe, which now in some slight measure it will pay, if for his tender here I make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. Of thy misprision must perforce ensue some true love turned, and not a false turn true.
Then fate her rules that one man hold in truth, a million fail confounding oath on earth.
About the wood go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find, all fancy sick she is and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that costs the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here, I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I do, look how I do, swifter than arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink an apple of his eye, when his love he doth espy. Let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of a fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth, mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their friend pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to wake.
Then we'll turret whence we're run. That must needs be sport alone, and those things do best please me. That befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo in scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep, and vows so born in their nativity all truth appears. How could these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your skills and cunning more and more when truth kills truth. Oh, devilish holy fray! These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her and me put in two scales will weigh even, and light both as tails.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind if you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helen, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine. To what, my love, shall I compare thine eyne? Crystal is muddy, oh how ripe in show! Thy lips, those kissing cherries, tempting grow. That pure congealed white high Taurus's snow, fanned with the eastern wind, turns to a crow. When thou holdest up thy hand, oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you all are better set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too? If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so, to vow and swear and superpraise my parts. When I am sure you hate me in your hearts, you both are rivals of love for Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena. A trim exploit, a manly expertise, to conjure tears up in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sort would so offend a virgin and extort a pulse's patience to make all sport.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so, for you love Hermia. This you know, I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love, I yield you up my part, and yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love, and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her but as guest-wise sojourned, and now to Helen is it home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the faith thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou abide it dear. Look where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Dark night, that from the eye his function takes, the ear more quick of apprehension makes. Wherein it doth impair the seeing sense, it pays the hearing double recompense. Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found. Mine ear, I thank it, brought me to thy sound. But why, unkindly, didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, that would not let him bide, fair Helena, who more engilds the night than all yon fiery oes and eyes of light. Why seek'st thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Oh, she is one of this confederacy. I now perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired, with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is this all counsel we have two shared, these sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent when we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us? Oh, is all forgot? All school days, friendship, childhood innocence, we, Hermia, like two artificial gods, we have with our needles both created one flower on one sampler, sitting on one cushion, both warbling of one song and both in one key, as if our hands, our sides, our voices and minds had been incorporate, so we grew together, like to a double cherry, seeming parted, but in union, in partition, two lovely berries, molded on one stem, so with two seeming bodies, one heart. Two of the first, like coats and heraldry, due but to one, and crowned with one crest. And will you rent our ancient love asunder, to join with men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex, as well as I, may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph divine and rare, precious celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates, and wherefore doth Lysander deny your love so rich within his soul, and tender me forsooth affection, but by your setting on, by your consent? What though I be not so in grace as you, so hung upon a love so fortunate, but miserable most to love unloved? This you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do persevere, counterfoot sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, wink at each other, hold the sweet jest up. This sport, well carried, shall be chronicled. If you have any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well. 'Tis partly my own fault, with death or absence shall shewn remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee. By my life, I do. I swear that by which I will lose for thee, to prove him false that says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, where to tends all of this?
Away, you turf!
No, he'll seem to break loose. take on as you would follow. But yet come not, you are a tame man. Go.
Hang off, thou cat, thou vile thing, let loose, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What change is this, sweet love?
Thy love, out, tawny turf, out, out, loathed medicine, oh hated potion, hence.
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I strike her? Kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me. Wherefore? Oh me, what news, my love? Am not I Hermia? Are you not Lysander? I am as fair now as I was erstwhile. Since night you loved me. Since night you left me. Why then? You left me. Oh, the gods forbid. In earnest, shall I say?
Aye, by my life, and never did desire to see thee more. Therefore, be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer, 'tis no jest, that I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh, me. You, juggler. You, cankerblossom. You thief of love. What have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine faith. Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? Well, will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you.
Puppet? Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures, she hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height, forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem because I'm so dwarfish and low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak, how low am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails cannot reach into thine eyes.
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in shrewishness. I am a right maid for my cowardice. Let her not strike me. You may perhaps think, because she is something lower than myself, that I can match her.
Lower. Hark again.
Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia. Did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you, save that in love unto Demetrius I told him of your stealth into this wood. He followed you. For love I followed him, but he hath chid me hence, and threatened me to strike me, spurn me, nay, to kill me too. And now, so you will let me quiet go to Athens, will I bear my folly back, and follow you no further. Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am.
Why? Get you gone. Who is it that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Be not afraid. She shall not harm thee, Helena.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her part.
Oh, when she is angry, she is keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little, again! Nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her.
Get you gone, you hobbit. You minimus of hindering knot-grass maid, you bead, you acorn.
You are too officious in her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena. Take not her part. For if thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt be abiet.
No, she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest, to try whose right, of thine or mine, is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
What?
You, mistress. All this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you. I no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else commit thy knaveries wilfully.
Believe me, a king of shadows I mistook. Did you not tell me that I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on? And so far, blameless proves my enterprise that I have anointed an Athenian's eyes, and so far, am I glad it so did sort, as this is that jangling I used to spurt.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. High therefore, Puck, overcast the night. The starry welkin cover thou anon with drooping fog as black as Archeron. And lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way. Like to Lysander, sometime frame thy tongue, then stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong. And sometime rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus, till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property, to take from hence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. And back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. Whilst I this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy, and then I will her charmed eye release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
Fairy lord, this must be done with haste, for night's swift dragons cut the cloud full fast, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger, at whose approach ghosts wandering here and there troop home to churchyards, damned spirits all, that in crossways and floods have burial. Already to their wormy beds are gone, for fear lest day should look their shames upon, they wilfully themselves exile from light, and must for early consort with black-browed night.
But we are spirits of another sort. I with the morning's love have oft made sport, and, like a forester, the groves may tread, even till the eastern gate, all fiery red, opening on Neptune with fair blessed beams, turns into yellow gold his salt green streams. Notwithstanding, haste, make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared and feared in town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Oh, here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready, where art thou?
I will be with thee straight.
Follow me, then, to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again. Thou runaway, thou coward, art thou fled? Speak! In some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, Art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes that thou lookst for wars, and wilt not come? Come, recreant, come, thou child. I'll whip thee with a rod. He is defiled that draws a sword on thee.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice. We'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me, and still dares me on. When I come, he calls. And then he's gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster he did fly. That fallen am I, in dark, uneven way. And here will rest me. Come, thou gentle day. For but once thou show me thy grey light, I'll find Demetrius, and revenge this spite.
Ho, 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 coward! Why comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest, for well I wot thou runst before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither. I am here.
Nay, then thou mockest me. Thou shalt buy this dear, if I ever thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way. Faintless constraint me to measure out my length on this cold bed. By day's approach, look to be visited.
Oh, weary night, oh, long and tedious night, abate thy hours. Shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight. From these my poor company to test, and sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me away a while from mine own company.
That's but 3. Come one more. 2 of both kinds makes up 4. There she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe, bedabbled with the dew and torn with briars, I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here I will rest me till the break of day. Heavens shield Lysander if they meet a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound, I'll apply to the eye, gentle everybody. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight on the sight of thy former lady's eye, and the country proverb known that every man should take his own. In your waking shall be shown, Jack shall have two, none shall go ill. The man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
No, you're all doing great.
How long
That
are we
lasts
always get stuck on this topic, but
Oh my God.
We knew the show about this.
Let's go back to the
and we're back. That was a bit of an extended break there, but I would like to once again make appeals for, please give us money. Well, not us. Give TransLifeLine money, or give it's Finn's friends money. Yes, the Shaw family. I keep mixing them up with another family. I know that. My brain is doing funny things. Please, yes, do what you can to help. If you have money, money is good. If you have time, time is good. Do something, anything to take action to help these causes, and we would really appreciate if you would give some of what you have, if possible, to TransLifeLine. Yeah. But generally, we appreciate you being here. This is fun, and we will now continue with today. Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peaseblossom?
Ready.
Scratch my head, Peaseblossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready.
Monsieur Cobweb, good, monsieur. Get you your weapons in your hand and kill me a red-hipped humble bee on the top of a thistle, and good monsieur, bring me the honey bag. Do not fret yourself too much with the action, monsieur, and good monsieur, have a care the honey bag break not. I would be loath to have you overflown with a honey bag, monsieur. Where's Monsieur Mustardseed?
Ready.
Give me your knife, Monsieur Mustardseed. Pray you leave your courtesy, good monsieur.
What is your will?
Nothing, good monsieur, but to help Calvary Cobweb to scratch. I must to the barber's, monsieur, for methinks I am marvels hairy about the face. And I am such a tender ass, if my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
What? Wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongs and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Truly a peck of provender. I would munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire for a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I had rather have a handful or two of dried peas. But I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine, the sweet honeysuckle, gently entwine. The female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good buck. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity, for meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors for this hateful fool. I did upbraid her and fall out with her, for she his hairy temples then had rounded, with coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers, and that same dew which sometimes on the buds was wont to swell like round and orient pearls, stood now within the pretty Floriet's eyes, like tears that did their own disgrace bewail. When I had my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask of her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent, to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes, and gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he, awaking when the other do, may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methoughts I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eye doth loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Puck, take off this head. Titania, music call, and strike more dead than common sleep of all these five the sense.
Music, oh, music such as charmeth sleep.
Now, when thou willst, with thine own fool's eyes.
Sound music. Come, my queen, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus's house triumphantly, and bless it to all fair prosperity. There shall be pairs of faithful lovers be, wedded with Theseus in all jollity.
Fair king, attend and mark. I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after night's shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I sleeping here was found with these mortals on the ground. Go, one of you, find the forester, for now our observations is performed, and since we have wayward of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hounds. Uncouple in the western valley, let them go, dispatch I say, and find the forester. We will, fair queen, upon the mountain's top, and mark the musical confessions of hounds and echoes in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete they bayed the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the skies, the fountain, every region near seemed all one mutual cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred of the Spartan kind, so flued, so sanded, and their eyes are hung, that ears that sweep away the morning dew, the crook-kneed and the dewlapped like Thessalian bulls, slow in pursuit but matched in mouth like bells, each under each. A cry more tunable was never hallowed to, nor cheered with horn, in Crete, in Sparta, nor in Thessaly. Judge what you hear, but soft. What nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep, and this Lysander. This Demetrius is. This Helena, old Nedar's Helena. I wonder of their being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rites of May, and hearing our intent came here to grace our solemnity. But speak, Egeus, is not this the day that Hermia should give her answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go, bid the huntsmen wake them with their hounds. Good morrow! Good morrow, friends! Saint Valentine is past. Bring these woodwards but to couple now.
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world, that hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking. But as yet, I swear, I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I think, for truly what I speak, and now do I bethink me, so it is. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of the Athenian law.
Enough, enough. My lord, you have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away. They would, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me, you of your wife, and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I, in fury, hither followed them, fair Helena in fancy following me. But, my lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is, my love to Hermia, melted as the snow, seems to me now as the remembrance of an idle god, which in my childhood I did dote upon. And all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and the pleasure of mine eye, is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia, but like a sickness did I loathe this food. But as in health, come to my natural taste. Now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we will hear more anon. Egeus, I will overbear your will, for in the temple by and by with us these couples shall eternally be knit, and for the morning now is something worn. Our purpose hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, thee and three, and we'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hypollita.
These things seem small and undistinguishable, like far-off mountains turned into clouds.
Hermia?
What do you think, Hermia?
Prithee speak louder, Hermia.
Methinks I see these things with parted eye, when everything seems double.
So, methinks, and I have found Demetrius like a jewel. Mine own and not mine own?
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do you not think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hypollita.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why, then we are awake. Let's follow him, and by the way, let us recount our dreams.
and Bottom's become a mime.
Damn it! Taking it again. When my cue comes, call me and I will answer. My next is Most Fair Pyramus. Hey ho, Peter Quince! Flute-Cobweb's Mender. Snout the Tinker. Starvling. God's my life, stolen hence and left me asleep. I've had a most rare vision. I've had a dream past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if he go about to expound this dream. Methinks I was... There is no man can tell what. Methought I was... Methought I had... But a man is but a patched fool if he will offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard, the ear of man hath not seen, man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom. And I will sing it in the latter end of the play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it the more gracious, I shall sing it at her death.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt he is transported.
If he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You have not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus, but he...
No, he hath simply the best wit of any handicraftsman in Athens.
Yea, and the best person, too, and he is a very paramour with a sweet voice.
You must say paragon. A paramour is, God bless us, a thing I'm not.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there is 2 and 3 lords and ladies, one married. If our sport had gone forward, we'd have all been made men.
Oh, sweet bully Bottom. Thus hath he lost 6 pence a day during his life. He could not have scaped 6 pence a day, and the Duke had not given him 6 pence a day for playing Pyramus. I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6 pence a day in Pyramus, or nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Bottom! Almost courageous day, almost happy hour.
Masters, I'm to discourse wonders, but ask me not what, for if I tell you, I am not true Athenian. I will tell you everything right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
Not a word of me. All that I will tell you is that the Duke hath dined. Get your apparel together, good string to your beards, new ribbons for your pumps. Meet presently at the palace. Every man look o'er his part, for the short and long is, our play is preferred. In any case, let Thisbe have clean linen, and let not him that plays the lion pare his nails, for they shall hang out for the lion's claws. And, most dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath. I would not doubt but to hear them say, it is a sweet comedy. No more words? Away. Go away!
'Tis strange, Hypollita. Oh, no, it's you.
'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason can comprehend. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are all of imagination all compact. One sees devils that vast hell can hold, that is the madman. The lover, all is frantic, sees Helen's beauty in a brow of Egypt, and a poet's eye in a fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven, and as imagination bodies forth the form of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them into shapes to give to airy nothings a local habitation and a name. Such tricks hath strong imaginations, that if it were to but apprehend some joy, it comprehends some bringer of that joy, or in that night imagining some fear. How else is a brush supposed a bear?
But all the story of that night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesses than fancy's images, and grows to something of great constancy. But howsoever, strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us, wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come, what masks, what dances shall we have, to wear away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where is our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Is there no play to cast the anguish of the torturing hour? Call Philostrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgments have you found for this evening? What masks, what music? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight?
There is a brief of how many sports are ripe. Make choice of which your highness will see first.
The battle of the centaurs, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. We'll have none of that. That I have told my love in glory of my kinsman Hercules, the riot of the tipsy bacchanals tearing the Thracian singers in their rage. That is an old device, and it was played when I was from Thebes came last at Conqueror. The thrice three muses mourning for the death of learning late deceased in beggary. That is some satire keen and critical, not thwarting with a nuptial ceremony. A tedious, brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe, very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief. That is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of the discord?
Play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play, there is not one word act, one player fitted, and tragical, my noble lord, it is. For Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which, when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes water, but more merry tears, the passion of loud laughter, never shed.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never laboured in their minds till now, and now have toiled their unbreathed memories. With this same play, against their nuptial.
and we will hear it.
No, no, noble lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing, nothing in the world, unless you can find sport in their intense, extremely stretched, and conned with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear that play. For never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go and bring them in and take your places, ladies.
I love not to see Reginus overcharged, and duty in his service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kinder we give to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake, and what poor duty cannot do, our noble respect. Take it in might, not merit. Where I have come, great clerks have purposed to greet me with premeditated welcomes. Where I have seen them shiver and look pale, make periods in the midst of sentences, throttle their practiced accent in their fears, and in conclusion, dumbly have broken off, not paying me a welcome. Trust me, my sweet, out of this silence yet I picked a welcome, and in the modesty of fearful duty I read as much as from the rattling tongue of saucy, audacious eloquence. Love, therefore, and tongue-tied simplicity, in least speak most to my capacity. So
Please, your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with our good will, that you should think we come not to offend, but with good will, to show our simple skill that is the true beginning of our end. Consider, then, we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to content you. Our true intent is all for your delight. We are not here that you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
He hath rid his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not to stop. A good moral, my lord. It is not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed, he hath played on this prologue like a child on a recorder. A sound, but not in government.
His speech was like a tangled chain, nothing impaired but all disordered. Who is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on, till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady Thisbe is certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present wall, that vile wall which did these lovers sunder, and through wall's chink, poor souls, they are content to whisper, at the which let no man wonder. This man, with lantern, dog, and bush of thorn, presenteth moonshine. For if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn, to meet at Ninus' tomb there to woo. This grisly beast, which Lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle did fall, which Lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew, and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion be to speak.
No wonder, my lord, one lion may when many asses do.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I, one Snout by name, present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think that had in it a crannied hole or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper often very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I am that same wall, the truth is so. And this the cranny is, right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire lime and hair to speak better?
It is the wittiest partition that ever I heard discourse, my lord.
Pyrrhus draws near the wall. Silence.
Oh, grim-looked night! Oh, night with hue so black! Oh, night which ever our twin day is not! Oh, night! Oh, night! Alack! 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 I fear my Thisbe's promise forgot. And thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall that stands between her father's ground and mine, thou wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. But what I see, no Thisbe do I see. O wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss, cursed by thy stones for thy deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the wall. You shall see it will fall pat, as I told you. Yonder she comes.
O wall, full often hast thou heard my moans. For parting my fair Pyramus and me, my cherry lips have often kissed thy stones with lime and hairnet up in thee.
I see a voice. Now I to the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe?
My love, thou art my love, I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lysander am I trusty still.
And I like Helen till the fates me kill.
No Shaphalus to Procrus was so true.
As Shaphalus to Procrus, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Nini's tomb meet me straight away?
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus have I wall my part discharged so, and being done, thus wall away doth go.
Now that the wall down, between the two neighbors.
No remedy, my lord, when walls are so willful to hear without warning.
This is the silliest stuff that I ever heard.
The best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse if imagination amends them.
It must be your imagination, then, and not theirs.
If we imagine no worse of them than they of themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Here come two noble beasts, in a man and a lion.
You ladies, who gentle hearts do fear, the smallest monstrous mouse that creep on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here. Then Ryan rough and wide a rage doth roar. Then know that I, as smug and joiner am, a lion fell, nor else nor lion dam. For if I should, as lion come to strife, into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
A very gentle beast and of good conscience.
The very best of the beast, my lord, that e'er I saw.
This lion is a very fox for his valor.
True, and a goose for his discretion.
Not so, my lord, for his valor cannot carry his discretion, and the fox carries the goose.
His discretion, I am sure, cannot carry his valor, for the goose carries not the fox. It is well. Leave it to his discretion, and let us listen to the moon.
This lantern doth the horned moon present.
He should have worn horns on his head.
He is no crescent. His horns are invisible within the circumference.
This lantern doth the horned moon present, myself the man the moon do seem to be.
This is the greatest terror of all the rest. The man should be put into the lantern. Ah, how else can the man in the moon?
He dares not come there for the candle, for you see it is already in snuff.
I am aweary of this moon. Would he would change.
It appears by his small light of discretion that he is in the way. And yet, in courtesy, in all reason, we must stay the time.
Proceed, Moon.
Thank you, sir. All I have to say is to tell you that the lantern is the moon. I, the man, is the moon. This thorn bush is my thorn bush, and this dog my dog.
Why, all these should be in the lanthorn, for all these are in the moon. But silence. Here comes Thisbe.
This is old Ninny's tomb. Where is my love?
Oh, roar.
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown, moon. Truly, the moon shines with good grace.
Well mouthed, lion.
And then came Pyramus.
So the lion vanished.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy grace golden glittering gleams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe sight. But stay, O spite, but mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here! Eyes do you see? How can it be? O dainty duck, oh dear, thy mantle good was stained with blood. Approach ye, fairies fell. O fate, come, cut thread and thrum quail, crush, conclude and quell.
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
True my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lion's frame? Since lion vile hath here deflowered my dear, which is... No, which was the fairest day. That lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears, confound. Out sword, and wound the pap of Pyramus. I, the left pap, where the heart doth hop. Thus I died. Thus. Now I am dead. Now I am fled. My soul is up in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now die. Die. Die.
No die. But an ace for him, for he is but one.
Less than an ace, man, for he is dead. He is nothing.
With the help of a surgeon, he might yet prove an ass.
How chance Moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover?
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
A mote will turn the balance. Which Pyramus, which Thisbe is the better? He for a man, God warrant us. She for a woman, God bless us.
She hath spied him already with those sweet eyes.
And thus she means Vidilect.
Asleep, my love? What dead, my dove? O Pyramus, arise. Speak, speak. Quite dumb? Dead? Dead? A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These lily lips, these cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone, are gone. Lovers make moan, his eyes were green as leeks. Our sisters three, come to me, with hands as pale as milk. Lay them in gore, since they have shore, which shears his thread of silk, tongue not a word. Come, trusty sword, come laid, my breast imbue. And farewell, friends, thus this be ends. Adieu, adieu.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and Wall, too.
No! I assure you, the wall is down that part of the fathers. Will it please you to see the epilogue, or to hear a Bergamas dance between two of our company?
No epilogue, I pray you, for your play needs no excuse, never excuse. For when the players are all dead, there need none be blamed. Marry, if he that writ it had played Pyramus and hanged himself in this piece gutter, it would have been a fine tragedy, and so it is truly, a very notably discharged. But come your Bergamask, let your epilogue alone. The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers to bed. 'Tis almost fairy time. I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn, as much as we this night have overwatched. This palpable gross ball play hath well beguiled the heavenly gate of night. Sweet friends, to bed! A fortnight hold we this solemnity in nightly revels and nuptiality.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the roof beholds the moon, whilst the heavy cloud snores, all with a weary task fordone. Now the wasted brands do glow, while the screecher, screeching loud, puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now it is the time of night, that the graves all gaping wide. Everyone lets forth his sprite in the churchyard path to glide, and we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate's team, from the presence of the sun, following darkness like dream. Now we are frolic, not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house give glimmering light, by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar. And this ditty after me, sing and dance it trippingly.
First rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note, hand in hand with fairy grace, we will sing and bless this place.
Now, until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray, to the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be, and the issue there create, ever shall be fortunate. So shall all the couples three ever true in loving be, and the blots of nature's hand shall not in their issue stand. Never mole, hair lip, nor scar, nor mark prodigious such as are despised in nativity, shall upon their children be. With the field do consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber bless, through this palace with sweet peace. And the owner of it blessed shall in safety rest, trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows are refunded, think of this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here where these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we remand, and I, as I am an honest perk, if we have an earned lurk, now, to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the perk will lie a call. So, good night unto the world. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
Yay!
Hey!
Vera, that soul bit was fucking incredible.
So the MVP goes to Vera's sword,
Yeah.
And Dandelion.
Bridget's accents.
Yeah, I had
That
to
was
keep
amazing.
disabling my background because I would test it and like shit like this would get filtered out. So
Yeah, I had to keep this guy moving because he would be blurred out of the background if I didn't stop.
I had such a moment, Bridget, when you jumped in with Starvling was the character. Yeah, when you jumped in
Yeah.
and and you were doing the accent, I was like, "Wow, Bridget does a really good British accent."
Yeah.
I'm
I
all
think French
here,
this
I
whole time. I
promise.
just never told anyone.
No, her natural accent is the Gollum voice.
Yes.
It's a real voice.
This is the fake right here.
I am going to be rude, having showed up late and needing to leave immediately. But I do unfortunately have to run pretty quickly.
Okay, just tell the folks where they can find you before you go.
Yes, you can actually mostly find me on Left Wave Transmission podcast these days. That's most of what I'm doing because I don't really have a whole lot of time to do regular my channel YouTube stuff. So if you're looking for more, that is where you can catch me. There's one thing that I wanted to emphasize just regarding the All Ishal Families campaign and also connecting with people in general, like whether you are speaking with people in Gaza, whether you are connecting with people in Sudan, connect. Please, 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 please connect, because I get a lot of people asking me, like, you know, what are some other things I can do? I don't have money. What can I do? What can I do? You can share campaigns, but really, I cannot stress this enough. Send messages to people who are posting in search of help. A lot of the times they are looking for community. They are looking for connections with people around the world who can hear their stories. And I think that actually creating friendships with people in different parts of the world, especially parts that are experiencing the violence of imperialism a lot more directly, this approach is often neglected. I'm sorry to soapbox. I just needed to throw that out there. Build those relationships with people, please, and thank you. Thank you for letting me join in. I love you all. Goodbye. Thanks.
Bye,
Thank you,
Finn.
Sarah, for organizing this. As always, you
too.
put so much work.
Bye, Finn.
Bye.
Bye, Finn.
Love it.
Unfortunately, we have not raised a whole lot of money. We've $114, and I think that's probably a symptom of most people not having a lot right now, and that's understandable. But we thank you to those who did donate. Every bit we can do is worth doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And thank you for coming out and paying attention to this.
Yeah.
Thank you for hearing us out.
I hope we spirits have
completely.
not offended or.
Yes. Thanks for having fun with us. Yeah.
So I think we'll jump off from Finn there giving us. I want to take a moment to acknowledge something that has been on my mind as organizing this and as today. This is the first one of these we've done without Adnan.
Yeah.
Anyone who doesn't know who I'm talking about, Adnan was a dear dear friend to many of us, who died in January. Very suddenly. He was a disabled man who was not, with many chronic illnesses, who was not being treated properly. And I know a lot of us still have a lot of feelings about that. But Ani was always here, even though he didn't have a lot of spoons. He didn't have a lot of energy to give, but he would always give himself. And he talked about the importance of the armchair comrade. If you can't go to a demonstration, if you don't have money, finding the skills that you do have and bringing that where it can help, finding the ways. And gosh, he didn't have the faintest idea how loved he was and how much he meant to us and how much good he did. But he did. And I am remembering that the last time we did this, he made a beautiful, beautiful speech. I'm sorry, I'm trying to talk. He made a beautiful speech about the importance of helpers, and what it meant as an Arab man for him to see people helping, showing up to help. The sentiment I as a woman, I likewise. But yeah, it is so important to do what you can, and it never feels like enough. So if it feels like you aren't doing enough, you are helping, you are doing, and it is enough. It'll never feel like enough, but it is something, what you can, who you are, is enough. Adnan was enough as he was. We miss him. God, I wish he knew how loved he was and how much he was enough, but he didn't. And so I want to take, I'm kind of lost, but I want to take a moment in it to recognize to all of us and everyone who feels like you aren't enough, or feels like you aren't doing enough. You are. And you are loved. And you are valid. And yeah. Someone else talk.
It was great, Sarah.
I just want to briefly mention Adnan's wife. She has a puppy-facing name. We call her Mrs. Adnan, who allowed to share in her grief with us, which was extremely kind of her. She left a massive folder full of like memes and videos and stuff, and like literally the first one I opened, I just laughed because it was just perfectly odd. It was more beautiful of her, and yeah, I just wanted to mention that. I think Sarah said everything beautifully, so
yeah. Anyway, time for some shameless self-promotion.
If there was one thing that Adnan would never do, it was take credit for all of the work that he did.
True.
Yeah.
And he always would prop up every single one of us over himself, over the work that he did. And the truth is that we're important because we are together, because we're all a part of something. And I just want to follow on what Sarah said about Adnan. I think that every piece of this community is here in part because of him.
Yeah.
And so every dollar that we can send to help somebody live better, every smile that we can crack on somebody's face is in part Adnan's legacy. And I'm proud to be a part of that. So thanks for joining us in doing
before we get into shameless self-promotion, I'll note we got a little more money in. We're up to 124 now.
Yay!
Oh, lovely!
Yeah.
Yay!
That's good.
And this this will be up for people who want to watch it later. And you can always the link won't work for this particular add to this particular tally. But if you're watching this, when it's no longer live, you can still give to TransLifeLine. You can always give to them there. It's good. Or
Please still give.
you can choose, you can choose someplace else that you feel that your money is best served to help trans folks. Because sometimes direct aid is most needed and useful. Like, yeah. So, Vera, would you like to start the shameless self-promotion?
Sure, hand it over to the literal whore and be like, you promote yourself, bitch.
You have. I know you're good at this. You have practice at this. Not because no.
Too late.
Yeah, I do this a lot. So I have a lot of things that I do. I will try and pare it down to the key essentials. Council of Geeks is where I talk about geek culture and do media analysis, and also talk about trans living and how it is impacted by mostly media, but also occasionally the world in which we live. I have a secondary channel called Council of Geeks Break Room, which is much more relaxed and is usually just my 15 to 20 minute thoughts on whatever I've watched, listened to, read, or played lately. I perform burlesque.
Eloquent exasperation.
Yes, frequently. I perform burlesque, mostly in the Burlington, Vermont area, which is actually why I own this. This is from a burlesque number.
Fuck yeah.
I perform burlesque under Vera Wild. Wild is spelled W-Y-L-D-E. Probably best not to look me up under that unless you are amenable to finding spicier stuff. You can kind of get a mild taste of that on the Vera Wild YouTube channel. And that is, there's some mildly spicy stuff there, but it has to be YouTube friendly. But if you go further than that and you end up on, say, Blue Sky, that might lead you to places like OnlyFans or ManyVids or Fansly or Clips for Sale, etc., etc.
Because this is not the first time you presented your bottom to the public.
Is not the first, and it won't be the last. I also do a podcast with Jesse Gender. We've actually done several podcasts. The current podcast project is Frack This Podcast, going through, eventually the entire Battlestar Galactica franchise. We're almost done with the Ronald D. Moore reboot, thank God. I will be very happy to be done with it. But after that, we're going to do the original run of Battlestar Galactica, then Caprica, then Galactica 1980. But we've done other stuff before that. It's all on the same podcast feed, and those podcast episodes are also put up in the Council of Geeks Break Room. I have multiple written works, but the one that I will name is my fantasy novel, Dreams of Fire. It has Nathaniel Wayne listed as the author. I don't consider it a dead name, even though I don't use it professionally anymore, so you don't have to feel guilty about getting it. You can get it through Amazon, but if you would rather support your local library and or bookstore, they can get it through Ingram. You don't have to know what that means. They will. And it's also available in audiobook form on Audible. And I think that is more than enough of me for anybody.
All right, who wants to follow the professional self-promoter? Puck, Bridget, please.
Yeah, hi. Sorry, I'm volunteering now because it's 2:15 and I need to go to bed. I am Bridget Empire. That's my name of my channel. You can go find it on YouTube at Bridget Empire. I talk about left politics and being transgender and being in the UK, unfortunately, and what that has done to me and what that is doing to other people. And it's bad, actually, and sometimes media stuff, but I'm not as good at that. So don't watch those. Oh, do watch those. Also, Left Wave Transmission. It's a podcast that we started up with Swolsome, who just left, and Matriarchetype, who I believe was in the chat earlier, and Soul Bunny and Turb, and I'm probably missing someone. My brain is going proper rotting. Thank you so much for having me. Listen, my voice has been dead for a while. I've started a band recently. I've been trying to practice my singing, and it's just completely wrecked me. Like, I learned how to actually go between like chest voice and head voice, and now I'm just like, So, yeah, thank you so much for having me. I'm going to dip out right now because I'm extremely tired, but thank you so much. Please donate. Yeah. Nothing to say. I'm going to stop now. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
And we're gonna go to Danny, who is also in the UK and needs to
Yes,
sleep.
I was going to say I'm on Bridge this time as well, so I will go. Hi, yes, hi. Danny, you call yourself a film critic. I do media analysis of film and television. If there's anything that makes me differentiate from the billion other channels like that, I tend to do a lot of a theoretical kind of analysis of framing rather than going into authorial intent, if that makes sense. So the last couple of videos, I did one on it's actually you can see it's late, so my brain is also fake. I did one recently on Emerald Fennell and Saltburn, and I went through 3 or 4 movies because I watched her stuff before Wuthering Heights came out, and I wanted to go through her stuff, as in I think she has a blind spot towards class, and I was just now and yes, I did watch Wuthering Heights afterwards, and what I said exactly fit what was going on in that film. I also did more recently one on the DCU because I did the first 3 stuff that came out of DCU, all written by James Gunn, and some issues I had with with that stuff, and I'm just wondering some concerns. The big one I wanted to promote is I did a video on a Doctor Who episode, the Interstellar Song Contest, and I went through how I felt that was pushing. Well, and most people have a lot of complaints about that, but I wanted to focus in on its support of Eurovision and how the episode is kind of framed around supporting that, and what you can do with that. So I would highly recommend checking that one out. It's probably the one I'm most proud of this year and for the last couple of times. If you want to see my stuff more regularly, I'm on Blue Sky a lot. You can hear me whine about Irish politics, general cultural stuff. I talk about films. I sometimes do threads where I just rant about movies while I'm watching at home, not in like the cinema. If that's kind of what goes your fancy. So it's Film Critic maybe on Blue Sky, and you call yourself Film Critic on, and it's also, I think it's also, yeah, it's you call yourself Film Critic on YouTube. I'm going to go because I needed to get this little guy off my hand because it is very warm.
Abby,
Well roared, lion.
yes. Well, mouse, Brian, lion.
Thank you very much. I have to go. I'm crashing bad.
Abby, do you want to go next?
Sure. I am Abby. I'm More Than Tracy T on TikTok and Twitter and Patreon and oh my gosh, there's an Instagram, but it's hacked, so I can't get into it. Also Substack was the other one I was thinking of, and I talk about fat representation on there and just general body image, feminism, all that good stuff. Do a lot of media analysis, so check me out there. And thank you so much for having me, Sarah. I always have such a great time.
Yeah, it's always good to have you. Our new friend Emily, do you want to?
I'm gonna pop out too. I'm about to go to a women's basketball game.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Emily, do you wanna?
That gave me time to settle myself.
I like
I'm
putting
on
people
cue.
on the spot. It's fun.
Hi, I'm Adequate Emily. You can find me at my YouTube channel, Adequate Emily. I mostly talk about film. I'm also trying to make a career in film, but we move as we can in this current society and what we can do with everything is so expensive all the time. But yeah, I a few months ago put out a video on one of my favorite movies, Andrei Tarkovsky's Stalker. I'm pretty proud of that, and I'm currently in the midst of working on a video on one of my least favorite trans representations and connecting it to the current state of the world in terms of trans rights, mostly in America, but also globally. And if you like people talking about movies, if you like trans representation being talked about, I do a lot of that. And yeah, you can follow me on Blue Sky, and I'm unfortunately also on the Hell site as well. I'm opening that one less and less these days.
Who shall I put on the spot now? Kyle.
Hi, I'm Kyle.
All right.
You can see my. I'm retired from content creation. You can see my old stuff on Kyle Calgren BHH. All my old videos are there. Also, I have a Patreon where I've uploaded most, if not all, of my old library. I've been doing this since 2010. So if you want to see old videos that I've done, they're there. Primarily, I'm using my platform to boost 2 GoFundMes that I've been partnered with. I'm in contact with 2 groups of queer refugees that are living in South Sudan, in the Juba area, the capital. One group is currently in a space that they're renting. The other is in a refugee camp. And both groups are in constant need of food and medicine and charcoal to cook the food. So you can see my YouTube channel, go through the posts. You can see that link there. By all means, if you have anything to donate, like even $1 helps. So that's all I want to plug. Just
That's great.
Yeah, Zaza and Zion, I've been talking with them for a little over a year now, and it's some good we can do in the world, I suppose. There are 2 groups of the many, many people that have been cut off from aid with the destruction of U.S. aid in the U.S. So we're trying our best to step up and fill that gap.
I'm sure they appreciate just knowing you're there.
As you said, it's never enough, but still.
It will never be enough, so we just do what we can.
Yeah.
Samantha?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, Samantha, I make music. I used to make videos. It's probably just easiest to find me on Blue Sky, samanthaduke.bsky.social.
She makes excellent intros and outros of podcast stuff, and is very easy to work with, and get for very sensible rates. In fact, I had to I did the weird reverse negotiations of insisting I pay her more.
Yeah, gotta talk me up a bit. Yeah, you saved me too. I ate for the last week of last month because anyway.
And you can hear it on our podcast.
9 to 5.
9 to 5 a sci-fi podcast.
That's right. It's on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah.
That's it.
Starring Sarah and me, and our friend Ren.
Yeah. And we're having fun there. So, Z, do you want to do the...
Hi, I'm Zilla. I run the YouTube channel Zilla's Athenaeum, where I do a mix of board game media criticism, linguistics stuff, ancient history, and lefty politics and activism. I am really particularly proud of the video I did called You Can't Appease Fascists, and working right now on one called AI Literacy. That'll be fun. And I also do mostly weekly Archeo Gaming live streams on Twitch. My Twitch and Blue Sky and Mastodon are all at Zillable. That's syllable, but with a Z. Archeo Gaming is where I play video games with ancient studies content in it and talk about it. So that's where you can find me, in addition to the 9 to 5 sci-fi podcast where we talk about Babylon 5 and Deep Space Nine.
In conversation, not competition. And Josh, is there anything you'd like to shout out or promote or stuff? I know you're a civilian.
The lone non-content creator. I'm always glad to be a part of these. Sorry, I was, had a really fun time switching between roles in this one and all the way back to the first time I think you did a Christmas Carol one. I have a blast with this, and I'm grateful to be included, and I'm grateful for the organization that we're fundraising for. TransLifeLine, according to their website, is run by and for trans people. TransLifeLine is a grassroots hotline and microgrants 501c3 nonprofit organization. offering direct emotional and financial support to trans people in crisis, for the trans people community, by the trans community. And it's an essential organization for a lot of folks who might not have anything else to do other than Google, what do I do if I'm trans? And this might be one of the first things that pops up for them. I worked in higher education for 15 years, and I think of any number of the young people that I got to meet at this university that I worked at, and especially that I got to meet who were meeting themselves for the first times, who were leaving a home that didn't support them and wouldn't accept them, and got to introduce themselves with a brand new name when I got to meet them. And so the organization that you picked, Sarah, means a lot to me. And I'm really grateful that, we get to be out there and we get to be doing it. And, we raised, 125 out of 500? Sounds like we hit a quarter of our goal. And,
up to 138 now, actually.
Yay.
We crested a quarter of our goal. I think that's pretty fantastic. So appreciate all that anybody can do, and also just appreciate any opportunity to be there for people who need us.
Yeah.
So, thanks.
I know in my life, when I have been in crisis, my trans friends have been some of the people who supported me most and were there for me with no reservations, no questions asked. And so I will always do my best to show up for them too. Because solidarity is how we get out of this shit show. Or at least how we survive it.
None of us are free until all of us are free.
Right. Yeah. So I think that is a good place to leave it if no one has anything else. I don't need to do the thing because this is my channel. You found me.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming to see.
Bye.
Thanks so much.
And I have ended the stream.
Nice.
Cool.